Zeta James took 5 for 45 from 8 overs as India made 314 for 9 of their 50 overs, setting West Indies 315 to win. And after 2 overs, West Indies are 3 for 1 with a review for Alleyne Matthews caught behind and he's out. Alleyne Matthews is out, caught behind, and West Indies are now 3 for 2. So Alleyne Matthews have been dismissed and West Indies chasing 315 to win the match. They are 3 for 2 with both openers gone. Alleyne Matthews caught behind and Quiana Joseph run out of the very first delivery, one which Alleyne Matthews pushed into the offside. It was a comfortable single, but as usual, Quiana Joseph was always struggling to reach her crease, and West Indies have lost their second wicket. Alleyne Matthews going caught behind, so she made ducks. Quiana Joseph made ducks, and after 2.1 overs, West Indies are in a spot of bother right now. So West Indies are 3 for 2 with both openers gone without scoring. 3 for 2 in over number 3, needing to score 315 to win. And the dismissal of Alleyne Matthews is no doubt a very big wicket there. And so the wicket keeper insisted that Harmanpreet review it. We saw when India batted, the opener who was making her debut in the either the second or third, I think it was a second over, bowled by Alleyne Matthews, the first from Alleyne Matthews, the second of the West Indies innings. She went to turn one down the leg side. Campbelle took the catch and appealed and told Matthews that it came off the bat, and Matthews did not review it. And she went on to make 40. Dottin comes to the crease and she covers up the first delivery from Singh, played it down the onside of the pitch, and there is no run. So West Indies 3 for 2 after 2.1 overs. So the difference is that the Indian captain listened to their wicket keeper. Our captain did not listen to our wicket keeper. The difference is that our most important batswoman, she's gone. Bowls to Dottin. Dottin is forward, inside edge onto the pad. She looks a little nervous here. The early morning gremlins, you're probably hearing them in my throat. So hello everyone. Welcome to the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. I'm happy to be here with you, and congratulations to young Zeta James for picking up 5 for 45 from 8 overs. Over the wicket, Ramharack Singh bowls to Dottin, and she's right out to that. The early morning gremlins, you know. So West Indies 3 for 2. 3 for 2 with the captain and Zeta James gone for naught. And Harmanpreet thought about it long and hard. Singh bowls to Dottin, who driven this back past the bowler down to the boundary for 4. Lovely shot by Dottin. She just came forward and just eased it right past the stump at the other end. It was the on drive. It was on the onside of the pitch. Right past the stump down to the boundary for 4. Lovely shot by Dottin. Look at her. Sorry, it was past the offside it's past the off stump on the offside of the pitch. What's happened? The gremlins are still there. I'm still here. 1 to coming over number 3. It's Ramharack Singh. She's over the wicket, bowls to Dottin, and Dottin drives, this time to mid-off, and there is no run. At the end of over number 3, West Indies chasing 315 to win, are 7 for 2, with both Alleyne Matthews gone, caught behind by Gosh off the bowling of Singh without scoring, and our other opener, the left-handed Quiana Joseph, she also went without scoring, run out without facing a delivery. And I was making the point that when India batted, the opener. That's the new opener in the team. She replaces the opener that opened in the T20. I soon tell you her name. It's Rawal. Pratika Rawal. Yes, in the second over of the Indian innings, very second over, Alleyne Matthews was bowling it. She turned one down the leg side. Campbelle skipped across, collect the ball, appeal loudly and confident, ran to Matthews and tell her that it's out, and Matthews never reviewed it, and so instead of making naught, she went on to make 40. But I'm just bringing up that because here now is that Harmanpreet believe in her keeper, and as a result of believing in her keeper, Alleyne Matthews is out for naught. So poor start by the West Indies. So Stephen Roach, good morning to you, Stephen Roach. Good morning, Patrick Lambert. JMT Border, good morning. As Rashada Williams is beaten outside the arch stump there. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of you. Bangladesh GOAT team of cricket. Already 2 wickets down, yes. So West Indies definitely in a spot of bother here. West Indies women have lost this match already, deciding to bat second just like the men. They have no confidence in setting a target. Stephen Roach, you know, usually you and I don't agree, and in some part, 7 for 2 after that delivery. In some way, I agree with you, except to say this is a brand new facility. It's the first time an international match is being played there. And because there's no history and no data about the ground, I could understand winning the toss and asking India to bat. Over the wicket, bowls to Rashada Williams. She looks to cut as the left hand comes off the bat and there is no run. It goes out into the cover. She remains on 3 from 12 deliveries. As I said yesterday, what I want to see from Rashada Williams is really to just don't play the power game right now. I want her to pick off the singers. As many singers as possible. Run hard. Just knock the ball in the gap and run hard. I don't mind if she make 50 from 55 deliveries just hitting pure singles. Bowls to Williams. She turned this away into the offside, the field, that backward point field, and there is no run. Hello, everyone. Patrick Lambert, thank you, man. Yes, two ducks. I can't read that last part. You know, 2 ducks, both openers gone for ducks. Good to see you, Patrick Lambert. So, Stephen Roach, in some way I can understand the decision. And, you know, and I know Manchester United playing today, Stephen Roach. Your team got beaten yesterday, Manchester City. Williams drive to mid-off, no run. The score remains at 7 for 2 after 4 overs. If you were the West Indies coach, what would you be telling them? Bat out these overs, bat out the match, and then get a feel for the pitch, and then try to win the first and second game. Can we win it from here? Good morning, Mr. Brown. Caesar's greetings to you and the family. Same to you, man. Same to you. That score is a mountain for Windies women, and fitness is very key in sport. So Joseph has to work on her fitness. Right. Yes, Joseph, definitely. Over the wicket comes Singh, bowls to Dottin, and the back foot cannot beat cover. There is no run. 77 for 2. I almost said 72 without loss, you know. Almost said 72 without loss. Yes, Bangladesh GOAT team of cricket. Yes, man, you are from Bangladesh. Thank you for being here. Stephen Roach should be happy. Are you, Stephen Roach? Good. Yeah, he would be happy, you know. He would be happy. Over the wicket, bowls to Dottin, flashes outside the half stump through to the keeper, and there is no run. So Bangladesh is saying, Bangladesh GOAT is saying, the comments of ESPN Crick Info posts are very strange. Indian people also think that people of West Indies don't watch cricket. Over the wicket comes the Dottin. She leaves it alone as it goes through to the keeper. There is no run. And that is one of the reasons, GOAT, why we have to. I don't know if anyone else in the Caribbean doing the watch along right now, but that's one of the reasons why I do it, because we really need a West Indies perspective when these matches are going on. So there are some persons who are joining us for the commentary, and we appreciate those, and we thank you for being here. Over the top, between backward point and short, third man down to the boundary for 4. Dottin, she moves up to 8. West Indies 11 for 2. That one was in the air for a long time. And for a moment, I thought that it went to backward point, but it was in the gap, and it went down to the third man boundary for 4. 11 for 2. Yes, so welcome to those who are taking the commentary and are not able to watch the match. I appreciate you very much. I'm glad that you are here. And those of us who are watching the match together, this is why we do what we do, because we can't listen to that commentary. So we have to communicate among ourselves. We have to talk about the match ourselves, react to the match about ourselves. So put the TV on mute and tune into this community. Express yourself, slash a like on the video, click on the subscribe button, express yourself in the live chat, and let us talk about it. And that's why we are here, because we have to support the ladies, we have to support the men, whether they are winning or losing, we have to support them. But support don't mean despite half. Bold down, Dottin swung across the line and she's out bowled. West Indies lost their 3rd wicket. Dottin just swinging across the line and she's out bowled, and we may well have an early morning. 11 for 3. They asked her to stay. Is it that they are checking the no ball? No, they're smiling. I don't think they're checking the no ball. So Dottin gone. West Indies 11 for 3. 11 for 3. She just swung across the line of that one, and she's out bowled, middle and off stump, knock back, right in the gap between 2 of them, and she goes. So West Indies 11 for 3. We are really in trouble here now. Really in trouble. But as I was saying that, turn off the TV, mute the TV, and let us have our own discussion. We enjoy the match more than to listen to those Indian commentators. I'm telling you, it's a long time I haven't listened to commentary, because I'm usually doing a watch along. And if this was a day match, I probably wouldn't have listened to it. But waking up in the 3 o'clock and watching the match without the commentary, I would have fallen off asleep. And so I have to tune into the commentary. Oh my. I said, boy, this is why I have to do a watch along. Why are we afraid to bat first, say JMT bother Mr. Brown? This clearly shows that we don't have no confidence in our batting. Even with the men, we can't even make 127, 120 balls. Can you imagine that, Mr. Brown? Yes, and that is something that we are going to talk about later this morning at 11:05 in the takedown. We're going to look back at that Bangladeshi series, and we're going to look back at the appointment of Phil Simmons and so on, as the all-format coach. So that's discussion is coming up. And as you see, a poll is going on right now. Not in this live chat. Bolster Williams, who looks to force this away down to mid-on, no run. Is it Sammy? Not Sadhu, sorry. Sadhu is the bowler, the right-arm fast bowler. So Rashada Williams is on 3, Campbelle is on 0. My take on this is that these two bats lady, especially Campbelle and Williams, these two, because they are really the last two who can bat for any long period of time in this West Indies batting lineup. Bowls to Williams, she's bowled. Bowled 11 for 4, right between bat and pad as she push forward to that and leave a gap between bat and pad, and Williams goes 11 for 4. 11 for 4. 11 for 4. So, JMT board, I take your point. I accept your point. However, as I said, it's the first Was that off the inside edge? It's the first international match being played at this facility. It's a new facility. They would have a test match. Not when I say test match, I don't mean test cricket match. I mean, maybe test is not the right word. Matches to test out the facility there. But it's the first match that is really playing there. And I could understand as a captain and as a coach, they don't want to bat first. They want to see what the pitch is doing. That doesn't take away from the point that you are making, JMT Border. It doesn't take away from the point. I would have loved to see Zayda James or Shanika Gajnabi comes ahead of Alleyne. That's the same thing I've been saying from yesterday, that these two ladies need to bat ahead of the all-rounders. Well, Zayda James got 5 for 45 from 8 overs today, so maybe she's an all-rounder also. But I would have loved to see Zayda James, and in my preference order is Gajnabi, then Zayda James, then Alleyne, definitely. Over the wicket comes Saduno, bowls to Alleyne, and Alleyne after back foot strokes it back down the offside of the pitch, and there is no run. Alleyne is someone who can give you a quick 35-40. You don't expect Alleyne to give you 100 or so on, but things change. But I speak, when I say these things, I spoke about these things from the trend. You know, if they go above your expectation, it's a good surprise. Sadu bowls to Alleyne, turn this into the onside, no run. The score remains at 11 for 4. A total of over 300 runs would always be a challenge for us. True, agree, Patrick Lambert, true. But with the 2 early dismissal, I don't believe we stand a chance. We don't. Shirley said, and it's now 4 early dismissals, 11 for 4. I just think the ladies should try and bat. Just bat out the overs. Sadu over the wicket, bowls to Alleyne. She defends out into the offside, no run, 11 for 4, and there's 0 in here. Shirley Samuel, oh my goodness. Good morning to you, Shirley. Happy to have you here. Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness. Because one of the things, we are in danger here. So the bat was far away from the pad. The bat was far away from the pad. It came back between bat and pad. Was there inside edge? I'm just talking about Rashada Williams' dismissal. Over the wicket, bowls to Alleyne, who played it out into the offside, and there is no run. The score is 11 for 4. So there was a chance for a run out here. Did Campbelle back up too far? Because the stump at the bowler's end have been shied down, and they are going upstairs to have a look. So was that some carelessness on the part of Campbelle? Let's look. It's coming up. The best side on angle. She's confident. She looks confident. The ball was played into the offside by Alleyne. There weren't any runs there. It came in and knocked the stump out at the bowler's end. She's done safely. Okay. Well done. So, 4 wickets said known rider. Yes, what's happening, boy? I don't know. I can't tell you. What's going on with our lady, said Shirley Samuels. Don't know. It's just, I don't know. Because if you watch us field this morning, you would not be happy. You would not be happy. As Singh bowls to Campbelle, cuts outside the half stump, it goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. The feeling was, the feelings was, boy, because I told you about that one down the leg side that Campbelle caught, and Matthews did not review it, although Campbelle was insisting that match was reviewed. But I think about 2 overs later, one lob to Muma, Afi Fletcher. I said Muma because that's what they call her. That's what they call her. Her teammates and everybody, that's what they call her. So sometimes, but I'm talking about Afi Fletcher. Over the wicket comes Singh, bowls to Campbelle, drives, good stop by the field, that extra cover, no run, 11 for 4. And it lobbed to her. And a simple catch. You need to see it to believe it. You can't believe. It's such a simple catch. Lob to her at mid-off. No power. The young lady was on debut, so she's nervous the first few overs of the match. And it just lobbed to her. I can't believe. Over the wicket, bowls to Campbelle, and she strokes this ever so pleasingly to the field at mid-off, and there is no run. There were so many mistakes in the field again. So many mistakes. So many. I know that Sean Diaz took us to the semi-final of the World Cup, but it's time for Sean Diaz to go, man. Good morning, sir, said Jamor Small. Good morning to you too. Good morning to you too, Jamor Small. It's a legend. Over the wicket, bowls to Campbell. She just strokes this out into the offside, and there is no run. Jefferson Buchanan, good morning. Game over. Yeah, it's not even me can see West Indies winning from here because there's no power. There's the batting that left. Even if you bat out the 50 overs, the batting that left just cannot score at that run rate for us to win it. They can't. It would be... No. Bowls to Campbell, who strokes this down to mid-on, and there is no run. The score remains at 11 for 4. And that's why I believe we should just bat out the 50 overs and get some serious batting in. Because the Indians would want to finish this match early, so they're going to throw everything at you, you know. So I really... Hard. It's going to be hard. But as West Indian fans, we have to support the team, eh? And as I said, we support the team, but it's... Support the team, yes, 100% support. But that doesn't mean we do not analyze the performance. So, yes, we do. Hello, said Stephen Roach. This is a disgrace by the West Indies women. I knew they were going to lose today because 5 Indians women had strike rate over 100 and 2 at 200. We don't have enough batters that can do that. Yeah, we are disappointed with this performance. Definitely, Stephen Roach is a very, very disappointing. Sadhu comes in, bowls to Alleyne, who defends down the offside of the pitch, and there is no run. So both batsmen remain and not, as you see at the screen, they're 11 for 4. So West Indies 11 for 4. Well, the score is on 11 for 4. So, yes, Stephen Roach, we are disappointed. Very, very disappointed. I'm telling you the truth. I am very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. Let's watch now as Sadhu comes in. Over the wicket, bowls to Alleyne, pitched up, driven to extra cover, no run. The score remains at 11 for 4. Both are on not. A moment to think said, there is any logic in team selection. Connell is the best example. Bowled 1 all over from 50 overs, even though she stayed in the field for the whole innings. Well, a moment to think. I'm happy that you brought it up and not me, because over the wicket, bowls to Alleyne, defend out into the offside, no run. Because this is something that I've been saying for about 6 months now. This is something that Basil and I have been saying, and you recall that I've said that I would not have picked her in the squad. If you look at the playing 11 that I selected yesterday, she was not in that playing 11. Marcus Zayda James was not in the playing 11 either, and she got 5 for 44. So that's a pleasant surprise. You welcome that every day. Bowls to Alleyne, whipped it away, threw mid-wicket down to the boundary for 4. How was she? Was Zayda James in my playing 11 or not? I don't remember if she was in my playing 11. Just checking to find out if Zayda James was in my playing 11 yesterday. So I'm checking to find out. This is... No, she was not in my playing 11 yesterday. I have Manny Mangru instead of her, and I have Chanel Henry. And Chanel Henry must be injured why she's not playing today. Is Chanel injured? Over the wicket, bowls off the back foot, go Alleyne, cannot beat cover, and there is no run. The end, 1 to come in the over. I'm just checking. let me get this delivery out of the over and then I check if there's any update from Cricket West Indies about Shinel Henry. Because the last update from them, no, the last update was just the playing 11 for both teams. No comment about Shinel Henry. That one played into the offside and Alleyne is off the mark. She hit a 4. Oh, because I was watching this, so Alleyne is on 5. It's a good thing you have this score on the screen. 16 for 4 West Indies. I almost never wanted to say 16 for 4 because when I said 16-4 and I realized I was going to say 4, I have to look again if it was really 4. West Indies won the toss and sent India to bat first. Williams replaced Crafton. So there's nothing about Shinel Henry, although she's not in the playing 11. The release from Cricket West Indies only said that Rashada Williams replaced Crafton, but Connell also replaced Henry, and I wonder what about that. So there's no report from them. Singh bowls to Alleyne, who played this to mid-wicket. The score is 16 for 4. She's on 5. Campbelle is yet to score. Said she didn't even try to run, and there was an easy singer there. Clearly, there's no fitness standard set. So a moment to think. I comment to your comments. Some comments pass. A moment to think. Okay. The fielding is a reflection of fitness level of the team. True. Agree. Yeah. Joseph's runout also is the same. She didn't even try to run, and there was a easy singer there. Clearly, there is no fitness standard. Absolutely. I am being told, not officially. I think persons in this community have told me, and you must agree that there's a wide knowledge in this community. Although I'm the anchor, I am the one who, yes, I'm the anchor, but the knowledge base in this community is much wider than my knowledge alone. And someone said that she's working on her fitness. And so, to be fair and to be honest, though, there are a number of times when things are said in this community that are not true from persons who are just trying to make a point. However, majority of the time, the information is true and correct. So it was said, and why I said that is not to discredit the information, but to give balance to it, that we cannot take it as gospel, but at the same time, we cannot discredit it. But we are hearing that she's working on her fitness. And very interestingly, we have a fun moment last week talking about running a poll as Singh comes in, bowls to Alleyne, who whipped this through mid-wicket. Down to back with a square leg, and she gone for 1. The score now moves up to 19 for 4. Alleyne is on 7. Campbelle is on 1. And these are really the last 2 recognized. This is much better now. This is much, much better. These are really the top 2 last recognized. Although, James and Gajnabi are there. Driven down to mid-on, good stop by the fielder, and there is no run. But a moment to think is making a lot of good points. And again, he said, in the last T20 international, while batting, Henry seemed to be struggling with some issues with her thigh. Yes, I recall it was from in the field. It was from in the field. She was. I was just hoping though that Cricket West Indies would have given us an update, and because we realize she's not playing, so we just wanted to know if it was that injury why she's not playing or she was left out, and that's why I was checking. But yes, it was from in the field that she was struggling. Was it when she and Dottin collide? I think so. Let's watch Sadhu in her 5th over, 1 for 7, ball outside the half stump to Alleyne, beaten, goes through to the keeper, no run. So the Indian women were probably laughing at us. They always want to chase the runs, but they don't have good enough players to either bat first or even bat second. I would tell them to test themselves. Yes. But I've made a point, I've made a point several times that it is what it is. Over the wicket, bowls to Alleyne, who played it to extra cover, and there is no runs. I agree with you, Roach. In Dottin and the captain, Alleyne Matthews, and Ramharack, I think we have 3 world-class players. 3 world-class. 19 for 4. Over the wicket comes Singh, bowls to Alleyne, who played this in the air, just out of the reach of extra cover, just in the air, and they will come back for 2. Surely they do. She moves up to 9, 21 for 4. So those are 3 world-class players. Then you have a drop-off, and it's not only a drop-off, a big drop-off comes down to Campbelle, Alleyne, Henry. Who else in that category? So comes up now, over the wicket. Bowls to Alleyne, who hit this down the ground magnificently for 4. Lovely shot there. She came on the front foot and she hit that forcefully down the ground for 4. We expect this from Alleyne. After 9.4 overs, West Indies 25 for 4. Alleyne is on 13. We expect she's capable of doing this. It was a drop chance. It went back to the bowler in the air, but it hit too hard. Nonetheless, it's 4 runs. 25 for 4 in over number 10, 9.4. Bowls to Alleyne, cut outside the half stump, misses, and it goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. I don't agree with you, Known Rider, because I don't believe we will get off the score. Well, what Known Rider have said, it have passed me. Some of the comments have definitely passed. I'm going to try and read through the comments after this delivery. So I'll read the comments that I see, and if there's any that I want to react to, then I'll react to it. Balls outside the half stump, placed to the field at cover, and there is no run. So, Theresa, good morning to you. Happy to have you here. Blessed Sunday to you too. Stephen Rose said, what do you think of the boxing result last night? Well, I never watch it. I never watch the boxing. I don't like boxing. I don't love those violent sports, As a little boy growing up, yes, I would have watched it. But then, from the first time I went and watched a boxing match live, I don't like it anymore. So I don't watch those sports anymore. I just think it is violent, and I don't like to see people suffer, And no, so I don't watch those sports anymore. A moment to think said, I honestly don't understand the logic of bowling first, given the lack of batting depth. West Indies should have batted first, so no player like Matthews and Dottin can build towards a total. All right. Thank you for your opinion, dear Moment. We always respect each other's opinion. So let's watch now. Campbelle is on strike. She's 1 from 8 deliveries. Singh bowls to her and she's forward and played it down the offside of the pitch, and there's no run. So Singh is in her 6th over year. So this is good, and we spoke about fitness, and she's in her 6th over. So, a moment to think and talk about fitness. But the point that he raised about Shamila Connell, really and truly what she's doing. Over the wicket, bowls to Campbelle, come back sharply to her, taken on the pad. Sharply. It come back very, very sharply to Campbelle and took her on the pad there. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, still bring it here. Turn away by Campbelle. Okay. She's off the back foot and she strokes that to extra cover, and there is no run. If West Indies lose this series 3-0, it means they go to the qualifiers again. That is a massive drop after making semis in 2022. Eva lost 3-0 to Sri Lanka, which is the biggest issue. We'll go, wow. Over the wicket comes Singh, bowls to Alleyne, who played it down the outside of the pitch, and there is no run. That's very interesting. Do we go to the qualifier? You know, I wasn't following the women ranking. There's so much cricket playing. That's why I love this community so much, you know, because the knowledge base in this community is so wonderful. So we will go to the qualifiers if we lose this series 3-0. Wow. Over the wicket, bowls to Alleyne, who swings this magnificent catch at mid-on by Harmanpreet Kaur. She stretches every inch of her body as Alleyne looked to hit that over the top, and the Indian captain at mid-on took a blinder high above her head. What a catch. 26 for 5. 26 for 5. I never know we went to the qualifier moment to think if we lose this 3-0. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Really appreciate that information. And I always said it about this community. What a wonderful community we have. So much knowledge. My grandmother is so right. Grandmother is so right. You know. Thank you a moment. Thank you very much. Thank you. So yeah, and that's what I was making the point that one of the points I was making that those three are world class, and there's a drop. Then there's this drop off, and not just a drop off, because if it was a 5-run, and you could add Stephanie Taylor to that other 3, providing she's fit. But then again, you have to be available. What they said about availability? Availability is the first sign of greatness. Or something like that. Yeah, you have to be available to be able to play. You know, but if Stephanie Taylor is there along with Dottin, Matthews, and Ramharack, I think that we have 4 world-class players there. And then there's a big drop-off to Campbelle, Alleyne, Fletcher, Henry. And those 4, so those 4, although there's such a big drop-off, if you had another 4 between them and the big 4, that when I say the big 4, I mean Taylor, Matthews, Dottin, and Ramharack. And then, as I said, there's a big drop off to Fletcher, Henry, Alleyne, Campbelle. Those 4 of Campbelle and Alleyne and so on would be okay if there were another 4 or 5 between the 4 world-class players and those. So, you know, so you have 4 world-class players, and then you have 4 players who can perform at the international level, and then you have the drop off to Alleyne and Henry and Fletcher, who you consider average players. But that's a good catch. 26 for 5. Campbelle is on 2. Gajnabi yet to face. Bowls to Campbelle. She plays it out inside, out into the offside. So Seema, the third seamer, is on. So it's hard to give the Indians credit, but I want to give them credit. And Harmanpreet Kaur, who took that catch and is the captain, she kept on Singh for a 6th over when nobody expected it, and she got the wicket. Good morning, Rowan Perry. Good morning to you, man. What a catch, Jamor Small said. Yes, man, she deserved it. Worked away magnificently by Campbelle into the gap. It runs away to the boundary. Pure timing, pure class. And that's a hint of, that's a hint of what Campbelle can do when she timed the ball away so brilliantly. But she have not done it often enough, But that was a lovely, sweet shot by Campbelle. It was indeed a good catch, Jamor Small. She deserved an extra dumpling on her plate for the catch. Wow, Jamor Small. Thank you. You don't like violence, Mr. Brown? No, why? Down the leg side to Campbelle, the keeper comes across and Collett comes off her pad, no run. You don't remember the great West Indies side of the 70s and 80s. I was much younger then and it didn't matter to me then. But as I said, the first time I watch a boxing match, I don't love to see a person suffer. Yes. And if you watch this, you realize that if once somebody got an injury from either side, whether the West Indies or anyone playing, you realize that it generally affects me. Those things usually affects me more than the West Indies losing, because there are other things in life more than cricket, so no. There are other things in life more important than cricket, Stephen Roach. So 30 for 5. We really need to prevent ourselves from losing this match, like create some record, like the biggest margin of victory in a moment. Or Michael Douglas. A moment. What's his name again? A moment to think. Oh, he said. What's his? A moment to think. Say because India and Pakistan don't play bilateral series because of the conflict in Kashmir. Each team play only 8 series, 24 games. Yes, India and Bangladesh are the last 2 tours. Okay. Over the wicket, Singh in her 7th over. Yes, her 7th consecutive over, and she's still bowling at 100 kilometers per hour. Good. Love this. That's fitness. Got you a moment. What's the highest margin of victory in a women one-day international? By runs, not by wicket, because definitely it will be 10 wickets. But by runs, the highest margin. Singh comes in, bowls to Gajnabi, who play this away through mid-wicket in that Cavalier West Indian style, and they will come back for 2, well run. She moves up to 2. Important for Gajnabi here to just bat on, she needs to bat on. And don't let Jefferson Bancharan said, great catch by Kaur. Yes, it was indeed. As Singh bowls to Gajnabi, who looks solid in playing that down the offside of the pitch, and there's no run. I want Gajnabi to bat. I just want her to bat. I don't want, because I've noticed that over the last, because the coach himself said it, so it's not my word, that he wants the team to play very positive, very, very positive. But I think you have to have the basic first before you can play positive. Pulled away by Gajnabi. Nice looking shot. Down to fine leg for 1. She moves up to 3. The score is 33 for 5. $33 for 5. Did I say thanks, Mrs. Brown? Let's watch now as Singh in her 7th over the wicket, bowls to Campbelle, taken on the pad. They go through for a run. We'll watch the signal and see if there was an inside edge onto it. No, there was no inside edge. Leg by 34 for 5. Campbelle remained on 6. Gajnabi is on 3. 34 for 5. So 34 for 5. JMT board, I said. I really felt it for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yes, JMT board join us at 11 o'clock. We have a lot to say about that. 5 past 11. Bowled right through her. Singh picking up another wicket as she pitched up. Gajnabi looked to play a forcing shot. Similar to Rashada Williams, back through the gate, knocked back the stump. She's gone for 3. Singh 4 for 16 from 7 overs. And they're going to give her another one, you know. Because if you got a wicket with your last delivery of the 7th over, you must get another one. But it is showing fitness. So JMT border, yes, we will definitely be here at 11:05. At 11:05 to do our regular Sunday morning show. It's a flagship program for the Cricket Forum, our Sunday morning show at 11:05 when we look back at the week of cricket, when we look at the tough topics, some of the topics that people are afraid to discuss, we discuss them, we talk about them, because we think that by having a discourse, having a civil, mature discourse, that's how we ventilate and come to solutions. You know, there are times that persons don't want you to talk about certain things, but yeah, you have to put it out in the open and talk about it in a civil, mature way. That's as we discuss West Indies cricket. So join us then at 11:05 JMT border. We will have those two combatants here with us, Basil Butcher Jr., the son of the legendary West Indies batsman, former legend, the late Basil Butcher Sr. A moment to think, so West Indies are safe from the largest margin. I think the margin is 408 runs. New Zealand beat Pakistan in 1997. New Zealand made 455. Pakistan were bowled out for 47. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thanks for that update. Good work. Lovely. Don't think we will make 100 runs today, Jefferson Bacharan is saying. No, I don't think so too. Unless these two bat, because Zayda James don't need to come to the party after getting 5 for 44 now. She needs to surprise me again. You know, she needs to surprise me. She bowled well. And it's good. It's good because, and one would say that she bowled in the depth when the batswomen were swinging out. 4 of those wickets came in her last 3 overs. I think she bowled over number 46, 48, and 50. And 4 of those wickets come. But some would say, well, the batsmen were swinging away because India were already at a competitive total and they were just going hell for leather. While that is true, if she had bowled badly, then she wouldn't get the wickets and probably she'd have gone 1 for 80. You know, so you have to give her credit. You cannot just look at the fact that she bowled in the death. You know, is this something that West Indies is going to do going forward, having James bowling 46, 48, and 50? We don't know. But she did her job well today by bowling in the death and picking up 4 wickets when the batswomen were really looking to tee off. Yes, and that arm ball from her really did some damage today. It really, she has a nice arm ball up her sleeve, and it was lovely to see. Hope she can now cap off that performance by making a nice 40, 50 year or first half century in international cricket. You know, let's hope so. This is our 13th match. What's our high score? 21. Over the wicket, bowls down the leg side, taken on the, oh my lord, Campbelle is hit on the mammary gland. Whoa. She's in some trouble here, you know. She has been hit on her mammary gland. They took off the helmet. Was it on her mammary gland or in the space between them? Oh, it was right on the right mammary gland. Oh my lord. And it was down the leg side. She was looking to turn it. It came off the back of the bat and hit her at the top portion of her mammary gland. She dropped the bat immediately and she's in pain. She's in pain. She's in some discomfort, definitely. Yes, it will be 12:05 GMT border in Antigua. Yes, definitely it will be 12:05. 12:05. The discussions are usually lively and a lot of comments, lot of comments. And those two, Basil and Dwight, they are dynamic. They are dynamic, you know. They're dynamic. So join us then. We look forward to have you. Stephen Rocha says, should not we ban India and Pakistan from playing international cricket if they are unable to fulfill their cricketing fixtures both home and away? I don't care about the money India bring to the table. But no, you know, I always hear these things about cricket. Few and test playing nation, blah, blah, blah. Over the wicket comes Singh, bowls to Campbelle, pulls through mid-wicket. It goes down to the fielder coming off the mid-wicket boundary. And there's one more. 2-tier test championship and all of that. And I always said to myself, cricket is the only sport that you have this type of argument. Cricket is the only sport that it looks like people want to reduce participation at the highest level. Every other sports want to increase participation at the highest level except cricket. And I always ask myself that why? Why? Every other sport in the world, 2.5 billion persons follow cricket. It's the second most. Some theorists, world statistics say it's the third most followed. I heard other persons saying that it's the second most followed because world statistics have hockey as the second most followed sport. But then there are comments other places that it is the second most followed. What for sure though, over 2.5 billion persons followed it. It's either second or third. Over the wickets comes Singh, bowls to the left-handed James. She's solid in defense as she played it out to mid-wicket, no run. It's the only sport in the world where I hear so much talk of reducing this, reducing that at the highest level. Instead of we try to build, because imagine over the wicket comes Singh, bowls to James and James is forward off the outer edge of the bat. It runs down to third man. The fielder comes across to her right, sends the return and James off the mark. West Indies 36 for 6 after 13.5. Imagine if Australia, India, England, well, South Africa seem to be getting there. But let's say West Indies, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, over the wicket, bowls to the right-handed Campbelle, hit this in the air, down towards the cover boundary, work for the fielder. They'll come back for two more to Campbelle. She moves up now to 9. The score moves up to 38 for 6. Suppose West Indies could compete at the same level like Australia and India and England in England, because we can beat them out here anytime. If you send them come right now, we beat them. We beat them. We can't beat Bangladesh, but if you send England come right now, we beat them. If West Indies could compete with Australia, England, India and India, you know, and you have 10, 12 competitive test team like in football, instead of 2.5 billion persons watching it, it would probably 3 billion, you know. But there's just this, I don't know. It is like, I don't know why so many persons always want us not to have more teams at the top. James opening under, yes, I'm aware of that. Outside the off stump, cuts and misses. James opening under 19 World Cup, but bats at 8 for or 9 for the senior team. Any thoughts? How can we develop her when her role isn't defined? She rarely bowls as many overs as she did today. And all of those things are true. And you would have heard me say that even yesterday, that played out into the offside, and there is a Singh. One more to the total. Yeah, and I always said it. For me, it is quite clear a moment to think. You either batter in the top 6 or you bowl her more overs. But she cannot be batting at 9 and 10 and 8 and only bowling 2 or 3 overs, because you know that's not, although she bowled 8 overs today, as you point out there, she don't usually do that. Cut away to backward point by Campbelle, and there is no run. Alex is here, Jay? Sorry about that. I hope you're hearing me loud and clear. Yes, so I was making a point. So you have to either batter in the top 6, so she develop as a batswoman, or you bowl her more often. As you said, her role clearly need to be defined. I support that 100%. And it is the same thing for Gajnabi too. And you would have heard me making the point that you don't want to play Gajnabi, you don't want to play Mangru, you don't want to play James, you don't want to play Crofton, and they are batting after Alleyne and Henry. They must bat before them. Because if these ladies, well, as I said, we don't quite know the role for James yet. So we're not putting James in this discussion because we don't quite know her role. Because clearly she has some quality as a left-arm spinner, worked her way through mid-wicket by Campbelle, and they come back for 241 now for 6. So clearly, yes, I'm making a point that clearly she has some potential as a left-arm spinner. We saw that from the World Cup too. She came to light when she made that half century in the first match of the World Cup. But I'm trying to gather my thought here. But Gajnabi, all of those batsmen, Gajnabi, Joseph, not Quiana, Jemba Joseph, yes, Trishan Older, all of those look Sunil Shaw, and there's a young lady from what's her name, Boyce. All of those, when you get them in the team, you have to bat them ahead of the all-rounders, because that's the only way their batting is going to develop. It makes no sense batting them at 9, 10, and 11. You know. Yeah, so Athena said, rally, rally around the West Indies, now and forever. Yes, man. We always have to do it. And Athena, over the wicket bowls, turn away by James to mid-wicket, and there's no run. Yeah, we always have to rally. And, you know, and I know when you said rally, I know you also agree that the analysis has to take place, the criticism has to take place. So we rally, but we praise and we criticize. I know that. But we always have to rally, Athena. No one forever, rally. And as Athena said that, you know, this morning, Privia bowls to, that's James, who turned this into mid-wicket, and there is no run. So this morning, Athena, as the West Indies anthem was being sung, a number of our ladies were actually singing it, and I was so proud they were actually singing along. Over the wicket, come Priya bowls to James, who played a big shot down to mid-wicket. The fielder comes around, stopped it, picks up cleanly, and they come back for 2. That's a good shot there, you know. And she swung it down to mid-wicket, and they got 2. But interestingly, for a moment there, I thought it was going for 6. So definitely, these ladies are getting stronger. So you wouldn't imagine Zayda James hitting a 6, but that for a moment I thought it was going for a 6. So it was a good shot from her. If it was in the Caribbean, that would have gone for 6. So well played. She got 2 from it. Privia bowls to James, and she drives to the field at cover, and there is no run. So wow, good there. So the previous delivery, she was on her back foot, pulling it down to deep mid-wicket for 2. And this next delivery, she was on the front foot, driving it out into the covers without scoring. But the difference is it shows balance. Bowls to, she looks to sweep now. So she's giving you it all around the ground, down to the fine leg boundary for 4 this time. Well played. Oh, well played. Oh, so she's accessing all point of the ground. 1, on the back foot, pulled to deep mid-wicket, got 2. Next delivery, onto the front foot, driving into the covers, got none. And the next delivery, down and sweeping away, down to fine leg for 4. Good from Zayda James here. Good, good, good. Lovely. We're good to see this. This is good. 48 for 6. She's on 8. That one turned across her as she looked to force it through the offside, but then she withdrew her bat at the last moment, give her the benefit of the doubt. It goes through to the keeper. So yes, Athena, as the anthem was singing this morning, and there are a number of girls who were singing along. Quiana Joseph, she was really into it. The captain was singing. Number of the ladies were singing. Is she the team manager or the performance enhancing coach or whatever her name is? She also was singing along, but more than likely she's a university graduate, and I guess she would have been singing along, you know. But the players, no man, it doesn't mean that you have to be a university graduate to sing along. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant, you know. Shouldn't be drinking this water with the label on the bottle, you know. No free promotion. Over the wicket, Sadhu bowls to the right-handed Campbelle, who steered it down to third man for 1. 49 for 6. So West Indies now 49 for 6. Campbelle is on 12. James is on 8. So she's playing a good looking knock here. Juna Benjamin. So 2 legends in a row, Athena and Juna Benjamin. Good to have you guys here. Oh, season best to the number 1 program. Thank you very much, Juna, the legend. Here baking ham and taking in the program. Thank you. Well. Thank you very much, Juna. Please enjoy your ham, man. I really hope that you and your family are well, and the same thing to all of you in this wonderful community. I wish for you and your family a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Christmas, a wonderful season. The next match will be Tuesday. So I will see you again before Christmas because the next match will be Tuesday. And I will be seeing you later today. Round the wicket, bowls to the left-handed James, solid in defence. She played it back down the half side of the pitch. There is no run. She's on 8, Campbelle is on 12. West Indies are still 49 for 6. So yes, Jonas, I really enjoyed. And Michael Douglas is saying, Stephen Roach, you have to care about the money India is bringing to the sport. Round the wicket comes Sadhu, bowls to James, solid in defence. That looks good enough. I tell you, that technically good and in the approved manner. It was on the front foot and she defended the ball. But look at that. They're showing back the catch. But in the approved manner. And I love what I'm seeing here from Zayda James. Absolutely love it. Round the wicket, bowls to James, and James off the back foot strokes this out to extra cover, and there's no run. And I was saying yesterday that I have seen improvement in her, and I gave the illustration that I have seen the improvement in her, but I would have expected more from her. And I hope she have heard me and is showing me more today because I'm very happy. I'm very happy with her today. Absolutely happy with both her bowling and the way she looks now at the crease. Round the wicket, bowls to James, and James turned this away, taken on the tie pad. We'll wait on the signal from the umpire to confirm it. Did she get an inside edge? They go through for a single, no signal. Oh, bye. She didn't. But that can't be bye. It can't be down the leg side and it's by. It must be wide. So it's 50 for 6. It can't be down the leg side and it's by. It must be wide. Must be. It must be. Yes, they bring to the sport, take away India money and the ICC could be bankrupt. Yes, they definitely Michael Douglas. Yes. For Zayda James, I hope the coaches are showing her enough analysis of Bet Mooney. But then again, a moment, even if the coach doesn't show her, I think persons like you and I or so on must point out these things because these players listen to what we say on this show. So, and they can go and do it. So I agree that the coaches need to do their job. Not only the West Indies coach, but the coaches back in the regional territories also need to do their job. Cut away down to third man on the bounce to the fielder. One more to the total. I am one who believes that after every series, the West Indies coach should give the players a program to work on and say, this is what I want. This is the improvement I want to see. You need to do these drills. You need to do it at this pace. You need to do it for so many minutes. The repetition need to be so many. So just for argument's sake, but something simple. You need to bat, say, 5 balls a minute for 10 minutes. Yeah, 5 balls a minute for 10 minutes. So you're batting a ball every 12 seconds. Just for argument's sake. So the coach give them a specific drill. They now need to go back to the regional territory and go to their headquarters and train and improve their game. Over the wicket, bowls to Campbelle, who allows it to go through, and there is no run. Priya, the right arm. You could call her a leg spinner. Now watch her action. So it's I believe that coaches have their role to play because they are ultimately responsible for the performance of the team. But I think the greater responsibility is the personal responsibility to enhance your game, to improve your game. Yeah, so because the example that we always use is one that is well known. You can take the cow to the water, but you can't let the cow drink. So yes, the coach need to identify it and put strategy in place. Cut away by Campbelle down to the field and the cover boundary. One more, 52 for 6. So you put strategy in place. Of course, you formulate the training drills, and you analyze and show them what to work on and so on. But then it comes down to personal responsibilities. And I think that's the biggest issues we have in West Indies cricket right now. I don't think the guys are working on their game, and I don't think the ladies or the guys are working on their game hard enough with the consistency that is required and with the intensity that is required. Round the wicket, balls to James, and James taken on the pad, loud appeal. She's out leg before. She played right across that one. Review it, man. You should review it. We still have 2 review going. Review it. Yes, of course, you must review it. We still have 2 review. Well done. I think she's out doing, but you still need to review it. She played right around a full one, and right around a full one, right across it. She should have just stroked it back down the ground like she was doing as the leg spinner come round the wicket, and there she is, go right across a full one. You know, this could be missing leg stump though. Was it the Googs? I need to see the action and see if it was the Googs. Right across the Googs. Right across. Yeah, she's out leg before. She's out leg before. Now, there's no first class tournament. There's no first class tournament, but there are 2 regional tournaments, and if you put in the women's CPL, it's 3 regional tournaments. So we have a Super 50 tournament for the ladies, and we also have a T20 Blast for the ladies. So the Super 50 and the T20 Blast. And we saw last year where we have 18 tours. I think there was an 18 tour to Pakistan for the ladies. You know, so there, and that is much more than what it used to be. You want more cricket, of course, and we heard of a under 16 tournament. That is, we have the under 19 tournament too for the ladies, both T20 and Super 50. And we hear of an under 16 tournament that will start in 2026 for the under 16 ladies. So, you know, Rome never built in a day. Rome never built in a day. Are there criticism of Cricket West Indies? Are there things that they should be doing better? Yes, many things. But are there things that they are doing that is improving the cricket? Yes, there are many things that they are doing too. But it's also come down to personal responsibility. Very. You can understand why I'm probably so low, because West Indies is 53 for 7. I can't be happy. The leg spinner bowls to Campbelle, taken on the pad. There is no run. The score remains at 53 for 7. It's pitched outside the leg. And Deepti Sharma is also saying that she get an edge to it. I think it pitched outside the leg. I think it clearly pitched outside leg. Sorry about that. End of the over. Is that the end of? They review it. Oh no, it's the end of the over. End of the. As I saw they hand the ball there to the umpire just now. This morning when West Indies was bowling, the very second over, because Dottin started the bowling, bowled the first over, and Matthews was going to bowl the second over. And you know that the West Indies team never know that it was two different, it was one ball from each end? Yeah, they never know. They never know. And I just found it disappointed that they never know. I don't know if you blame the coach for that or the players should have known. They are international cricketers. They should know that that's how one-day international match play. You have one ball from each end, but the team never know. You know, and you know the Indian commentators were laughing, you know. Wow. Is there any indication of a first-class tournament for women so they can at least have some preparation for the 3 test matches they are supposed to play in 2026, 2027, and 2023? Yeah, we are aware of that, and it's a question that we have asked Mile Bascom, and we have asked Mile Bascom about. Well, it wasn't first class. We have asked him about practice matches, I think. We have sent an email to him. We have not gotten any reply. So we did do that. We don't get any reply from him. What I should do is invite him on the show. I have always said that I'm going to do it, but one of these days I'll send him an email and see if he will come on. If he doesn't come, I'll tell you that he doesn't come. Pitched up to Campbelle, who hit this down to long on for 4. So the bowler there pitched up and it was driven down to long on for 4. Please slash a like on the video. Click on that subscribe button. 8:34. You know, West Indies is going to lose this match. Wow. 8:34. Good shot there by Campbelle. And Campbelle is doing what I would want the other batsmen to do. Even if we are not going to get the runs, get a score. Sadhu bowls to Campbelle and she cuts this down backward of point straight to the fielder on the boundary, who comes around, sends the return in. Campbelle moves up to 19. West Indies 59 for 7. Fletcher is on 2. Can we get up to 100 here? Can West Indies get up to 100? It would be lovely if West Indies could get up to 100. We'll definitely love that. We'll definitely love that. I hope you're hearing me loud and clear and the pictures are coming through quite okay. Over the wicket comes Sadhu, bowls to Fletcher, taken on the pad, loud appeal, not out, said the umpire. The score remains at 59 for 7. Fletcher is on 2. They are not going to review that. Clear they're not going to review that. Campbelle is on 19. 59 for 2. Can they stay around with Campbelle and let her get a score here? Connell is a 1 ball. Ramharack can stay a few ball. Fletcher cuts this away in the gap down to the cover field and the cover boundary for 1. The score moves up to 60 for 7 now, with 1 delivery to come in over number 19. 60 for 7. And please don't forget to join us at 11:05, and that's where we talk about, we answer as many questions as possible, as many questions as possible. We get the opinions of those 2 bowls to Campbelle, who swings across the line. And just as I said, I just want her to bat out the innings. She went across the line, agricultural. She got a single though. She's up to 20. 61 for 7. And this week, Dwight Chatu, he won an award. He won an award, and we will ask him about it in the show. Yes, he won an award for commentary, for analysts of, you know. Yes. So we're not going to take his praise away from him. We'll wait until he comes. But he won an award this year. This week. You know how much livelier than this when West Indies winning. Priva comes in, bowls to Campbelle off the back foot. She strokes it out into the covers and there is no run. The score remains at 61 for 7. 61 for 7. You know, right across the line there, they're showing back the dismissal of Zayda James. She just needed us to keep a straight bat. Bowls to Campbelle, and Campbelle looking to turn this into the onside. Comes off the inside edge of the bat onto the pad. 61 for 7 the score after 19.2. 61 for 7. Wow. This hard, you know. Over the wicket, the right arm leg spinner bowls to Campbelle, who slapped this to mid-off. No run. The score remains at 61 for 7. She's on 20 from 36. West Indies' current run rate is 3.13. Let me run through the scorecard for the West Indies during this over. It's a sorry scorecard. Over the wicket, bowls to Campbelle off the back foot. She turned this through mid-wicket. They go through for a single. The score goes up by 1. 1 more to the total. She moves up to 21. West Indies 62. 62 for 7. West Indies 62 for 7. You know, if West Indies was on the verge of winning, you know, it's so different when West Indies is winning. Different. It's a totally different vibes in this community. Nonetheless, please slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. I think we are really on our way to 20,000. Over the wicket, bowls short, and Fletcher is off the back foot, and she slapped this to extra cover, and there is no run. The last time I checked, I think we were at like 19,600. So I really appreciate it, because I think over the last week, you guys have done a marvelous job with over 700 subscribers over the last week. So that's very good. I think we're at 19,600 or above. Swept away by Fletcher, down backward of square leg, straight through the field of a 4. She never catered for the turn, and it went into the boundary for 4. I saw that happen earlier this morning to Alleyne, and the reaction of the commentators from the Indian, you know, they were going at it. Said at this level, you have to know that, you have to cater for that, you have to know that on the second bounce is going to turn, and poor from Alleyne. I wonder what they are saying now. Because that's the same thing that happened this morning to Alleyne, that happened to her now. So what are they saying? So Singh is back into the attack. So she got a 3 over break. No, she bowled the 16th over, and now she's coming back to bowl the 21st. So she got a 4 over break. So they want her to get 5 here. So she has 2 overs left. 8 overs, 4 for 19. Over the wicket. She bowls to Campbelle short. She pull it in the air. The fielder second on that, Campbelle goes. And that's her 5 for. So she got a 5 for also. So Campbelle goes. She looked to pull it. Comes back. First delivery. Singh short into the pitch. Campbelle looks to pull. Top edge. Eye in the air. Harmanpreet Kaur took the catch at mid-on, and Campbelle goes. West Indies lost their 8th wicket. It was a good initiative. Send Hector, Fraser, Glasgow, and Wilmot to. Yes, I think so. I think so. My only. So let me finish your comment. It was a good initiative to send Hector, Fraser, Glasgow, and Wilmot to play cricket in Tasmania. Hopefully, it will yield some results for West Indies in the future. Yes, and true too, it was also good to send the 7 young men to India, to CSK in India. I think Wickham, Mackenzie, Johnson, those guys that went to India. So that was also a good thing, and you hope that they built on it. However, I'm not afraid. If you look at the result coming out of Tasmania, you have to wonder why. $66 for 8. West Indies 66 for 8. But those results are you realize that of the 4 players, one of those players, I think up to the time of the last report I saw, she's yet to get a wicket there. One of the players. You know, and that's... And many persons believe that that player, well, I don't know how many persons believe, but I know that Basil don't believe that that player should be there. I don't believe that that player should have gone. Over the wicket, bowls to the left-handed Ramharack, who turns it down to fine leg for 4. Did she get bats onto that? Let's watch the signal from the umpire. Or was it off her boot? Waiting on the signal from the umpire. She got bat onto it. 4 runs. Good Ramharack. She's off the mark. So yes, a moment to think. It's a good initiative. We hope it done them well. And we hope that they work hard and be in a different setting and see that, and see people working at a professional level. A professional level. And that they will adapt those good qualities and don't go over there and say that, you know, like what Shimran Etmai had said, that we in the Caribbean, people try to change us, but we are just laid back. I hope that's not the attitude that they are taking, but to be in the setting. When Jamaica qualified for that World Cup in 1998 to become the first English-speaking Caribbean country to do so, so good, that's good. Bowls driven outside the off stump, miss. The return comes in from the keeper, but I think Ramharack is back in. Will they review it? Is that Zayda James at the top of the Dream 11 chart? Let's see. Well done, my girl. Well done. Most points, 161 by a far way. By a far. Interesting. Yes. So Singh, Renuka Singh, she only got 72. So St. James, although she got 5 wickets, Zayda James still got more points than her. Congratulations. She got the most points. Round the wicket. Bowls to the left-handed Ramharack, who played this away to mid-wicket, and there's no run. Congratulations to her. Well done. I'm making a point about the World Cup. So this is her 9th over for Singh. 20.5 overs. 5 for 24. No, sorry. 8.5 overs. 5 for 24. 1 to come in over number 21. Round the wicket, bowls to Ramharack. Peeled off the edge. Harmanpreet Kaur running back but cannot get there. They go for 1. They come back for 2. She picked it up just inside the boundary. 2 more for Ramharack. West Indies 73 for 8 after 21. And so what I'm saying, that when hopefully the ladies will see a different culture and see a different mindset and see how hard-working persons go. Because that's one of the things in the Caribbean. The cricketers, they don't work hard enough at their game. Yes, I am not afraid to say that. We do not work hard enough at our game. When Jamaica qualified for the 1998 Football World Cup, leading up to the World Cup, the qualification round, Jamaican fortune changed when 3 players from England paid their way, do all the passport processing for themselves because they were so keen, and they paid their way, paid to stay here. Burton, Simpson, and all, those 3, Paul, All, Dean Burton, and Fitzroy Simpson, those are the 3. Sharma comes in over the wicket, bowls to Fletcher with this pass, the dive of the field that mid-wicket beat mid-on to her left, and the fielder from Cow Corner comes around and stopped it in front of the boundary. They will come back for 2. The score moves up to 75 for 8. Fletcher is on 9. And when they came here, and the other Jamaican players saw how they train, realized that they were training half an hour before the schedule started, and even after training, they were still there, and they adopt that culture. Bowls to the right-handed Fletcher, who swings this to mid-on, and there is no run. And so there was a paradigm shift in the way that the Jamaica team went about training when those 3 guys came, because they now saw what training was at the professional level. And that was a key part in Jamaica qualifying for that World Cup. Over the wicket comes deep to Sharma, bowls to Fletcher, who swings this away down to Cow Corner. She's dropped on the boundary, and they will come back for 2 now. They stay on 1. The score is 76 for 8. So she dropped there down at Cow Corner on the boundary. She moves up to 9. So I'm making the point to say I hope that these girls ladies who went to Australia and these gentlemen who went to India, is that they would adopt the positive professional culture and bring it back with them, and more persons will now see their change in approach to their game and the way they approach their game, the way they approach training, and it will rub off. Just like how the Jamaican squad, Paul, All, Fitzroy, Simpson, Dean Burton, just as though that professionalism from them rub off and the Jamaican players, then it will also happen to our cricketers, as that one is guided away down to 3rd man for 4, 80 for 8, the West Indies, with 2 deliveries to come in over number 22. 2 deliveries. Seems as if Renuka is a better bowler than Alza. You're not easy, Jefferson. You want to get us into wow. Yeah. So, Ship I say, over the wicket come Deepa Sharma, bowls to Ramharack, and it plays out into the offside, and there is no run. So, I'm going to read your comment after this delivery, Ship I. But Deepa Sharma is bowling, and apparently when I said that Ramharack is better than Deepa Sharma, it was one of the comments that upsets the Indian coaching staff, and as a result, I heard that it is a clear plan to go hard at Ramharack, because I said that Ramharack is better than Deepti Sharma. So they have decided that they're going to go hard at her. So 22. So yes, I was to read your comment. Mr. Brown, when I look at the Bangladeshi coach, it tells you all you need to know. The real problem in the Caribbean is the real problem is the Caribbean youngsters can't learn, don't care, not focus, etc. And that is why I have repeatedly said I will continue. If I am coaching the West Indies team, I am not going to lose picking the same players. I will drop, even if I'm losing, until I find the players who are prepared to work hard and do what I tell them to do. If you don't do what I tell you to do, I'm not picking you. It's as simple as that, no matter how good you think you are. Because I know, and it has proven, that hard work beats talent that doesn't work hard. Every day. Hard work beats talent that doesn't work hard. And so I don't want talent alone. I want hard-working players who are going to do the drills that I give them, who are going to remember what I told them. Else you will be dropped. If you want to fire me, fire me. But I'm going to get fired doing it my way and not your way. So if you employ me to do a job, I'm going to do it my way. If you don't like how I'm doing it, fire me. But it's non-compromise. So as I agree with you, Sipai. I agree with you. Round the wicket, bowls to the left-handed Ramharack, who flashes outside the half stump and there is no run. Oh, this is justifiable now. Tell me how this is justifiable. You pick a player in the team. You carry her all the way to India. She bowled 1 over and she's batting at number 11 and she's not injured. What's the justification for picking that player? Somebody tell me. And I'm not hitting out on the player here. I'm saying, what is the and that's why I don't call the player name, you know. What is the justification for picking a player? She bowled 1 over, the 11th over of the match. It went for 6 runs. She bowled no more, and she's batting at number 11. This is not an international team. This can't be an elite international team. No way can this be an elite international team. Somebody tells me. How could you pick a player? She bowls 1 over for 6 runs, and she's batting at number 11. Turn away into the onside, 1 more to the total. It's 82 for 8, and so it appears that Singh will not get that 6 wickets. So she will not get more wicket than Zayda. Oh, she have 1 delivery left. Just keep our fingers crossed that she doesn't get more wickets than Zayda James. So there's the West Indies batting chart. Matthews not, Joseph not, Williams 3, Dottin 8, Campbelle 21, Alleyne 13. Over the wicket comes Singh. The final delivery. Cut away. We're okay. She doesn't get more wicket than James. Well done. 82, 83 now for 8. Thank you, Fletcher and Ramharack. So she ends her spell 5 for 29. Although fewer runs score off her than Zayda James. Marcus Zayda James bowl in the death. Zayda James bowl overs number 46, 48, and 50. So they were going hard at her. And that's why I said that she got 4 wickets when they were going hard at her, which is good. Which is very good, because if she never bowled so well, instead of getting 5 wickets, she should have probably conceded 80 runs. So well done. And those 3 overs, because she bowled her first 5 overs, 1 for 30. So those 3 overs actually went for 15 runs, 4 wickets. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from her. Well done, Zayda. Well done. 84 for 8. Yeah, we must talk about that, you know. And that's why it's probably she got more vote than Singh, who got 5 for 29, because it was 4 for 15 from 3 overs. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, young lady. Well done. Long may it continue. Yes, hope it doesn't take another 13 matches before you to produce a similar performance. Well, to ask her to repeat 4 for 15 from 3 overs is maybe a stretch, but when I say similar performance, you know what I meant. I would definitely hope it doesn't take another 13 matches. Hope we can get it more regularly. Down the pitch comes Ramharack, and she hits it to mid-on and is out. She's out. 84 for 9. Well, I'm glad that what's the name? Singh never got 6 wickets, so she would have gotten 1 more than James. So 84 for 9. So well done, Ramharack. I think she's one of the 4 West Indies batswomen who reached double figures. Michael Douglas said, yes, you can't even say they picked that player for her fielding, because she's also a terrible fielder, said Michael Douglas. You know? Yeah. She took a catch today, though, Michael Douglas. She took a catch. She took a catch. She misfielded the first ball. Was it? No, was it? Yeah, the first 4 that Mandana hit, she misfielded at cover, but she took a catch. But yes, you're so right, Michael Douglas. Yeah, yes. Because she started the misfeeling. Better they played back Crafton, who could knock the ball around. She could have more impact on the game. I agree with you. I have always said it, that we are playing too many bowlers, and it showed up again today, because here's a bowler batting at number 11. She bowled 1 over for 6 runs, and we still bowled the 11th over, the 50 overs. So might as well you had a batswoman. And I would have said I don't know much about Crafton. I don't know. The first time I saw her was in the 3rd and final one day. Once again, it's her first match, so I will not here be saying that, like some persons, She swings it. That's Connell down to the fielder coming off the corner boundary. So she's off the mark. So she have made more runs than Matthews in this match. She have also made more runs than Quiana Joseph. So yes, she did make. So she had made more runs than Matthews and Quiana Joseph. So well done. Yeah, so Crafton now, Michael Douglas, has realized that we are reaching up to 9 o'clock and 9 wickets gone. So maybe I should just go and watch Manchester United. But I want to finish this point about Crafton. Sharma bowls to Fletcher, who defends. I have no conclusion in my mind about Crafton. I've only seen her played once. But she played one shot. One shot that she played through the covers for 4. And it reminds me so much of a right-handed Vivian Richards. She's a left-hander. And I think that they spot something in Crafton that just now needs to be worked on, and she needs to put in the dedication. She needs to take the personal responsibility, because that one shot told me that something is there. I didn't see anything in that innings to say that she's a very good player, but then again, it's just one innings and I'm not going to make that interpretation. But that one shot tells me that something is there, and there's something there that can be worked on. Should she have been drafted into the West Indies team already? I don't know. I've not seen enough. But that one shot, as I said, tells me something is there, and there's something there to be worked on. She needs to start putting the 6 hours a day. Put in the 6 hours a day and she'll be good. The right arm leg spinner Priva bowls to Cornell, who played it down to the field and the cover boundary for 1 more. Yes, sir. I agree with you. Better they had played her. I even Mangroom in the was it the Super 50 or the T20 Blast? I think Mangroom was the 3rd leading run scorer in that tournament. Thank you, Simone. Could get through to West Indies players, but reap reward with Bangladesh. Bowls off the back foot goes Fletcher. That's a lovely shot, you know, but straight to the field and the cover boundary who didn't pick up first time. Thank you, Simone. Could get through to West Indies player, but reap reward with Bangladesh. Oh, you're saying that Simmons could not get through to the West Indies players, but could reap reward with Bangladesh. That's a good point you're making, you know. As Connell swings this, it comes off the edge and it goes down to short third man for a Singh, and the bowler is laughing, say, what was that? But nonetheless, you have to appreciate it. So that's a good point. And is that something? I'm wondering if that's a question I should ask the panel later. You know what I'm asking you to do, Shipai? Come back on the show at 11:05, and so I'll ask the panel that question. If it was a case that while Simmons was in the West Indies, he couldn't get through to the West Indies players, but it's clear that he got through to the Bangladeshi players and able to help them to do what they want to do. But one of the things that is being said of Sammy is that he's a good man manager and the players are playing for him. That's one of the things that have been said. So if the thing is that if Simmons couldn't get through to them, and it is widely publicized that Sammy is getting through to them, then you probably want to go with Simmons. Don't get me wrong now, you know, the panelists will address this later. I'm just putting the point out there. I'm just putting the discourse out there. But I think it's a good point you make, SI. Definitely a good point. Is one that I do. So Patrick Lambert is saying, maybe it's because she is a woman and not a man. Well. Thank you, Patrick Lambert, for your comment. Between Alleyne and Dottin, you could get 15 to 20 overs. So we don't need to play that bowler. But incidentally, both Alleyne and Dottin, didn't they bowl their spell today? They have been bowling their spell because Dottin clocked up to 112 this morning, you know, Michael Douglas. She was bowling in the 110, 112 region consistently. Swept away by Fletcher through the fielder on the square leg boundary for 4. So Fletcher is playing a good looking knock here. She moves up to 23. So it's 23. Yes, Michael Douglas, she did crack up to 110, 112 this morning. Dottin, she was bowling fast. And she bowled her 10 overs. 10 overs. Did she? I'm almost certain that she bowled her 10 overs. You can check it for me. So we can get 20 between those two. Because my thing on it, you know, I've always said, they're always going to play Fletcher and Ramharack. Although I think Naya Latchman should not really looking to integrate Naya Latchman into the squad. Really, because as they called her Muma, it means that she's the senior pro in the team. That's Fletcher. And we should have Latchman really looking to take over from Fletcher imminently. Absolutely imminently. As another leg spinner. But for this discourse, as she whips that away, showing her class down to mid-wicket, that's a senior pro. After Fletcher, one more. She moves up to 24. West Indies 98 for 9. So Muma is helping. Sorry. After Fletcher is helping us to get. I hope Connell doesn't out. No, we are 98 for 9. We need to get to this 100. There's someone who said that we won't get to get it, but we need to get it. Please, Connell, please. Sharma bowls to Connell and she drives magnificently down to the boundary for 4. What a shot by Connell! Oh, what a shot! Oh, look at that! Oh, that's a shot of the match! Oh, get her to open. She needs to open. But at number 3. Oh, what a shot! Talking about bowling on the 1 over in the match. Let me open. Look at that shot, Michael Douglas. Look at that shot by Connell. Oh, what a shot. She circles. West Indies 102. Sharma comes to her and she swings this away down to long on. One more to Connell. Get her to open. She's no longer a bowler. Why are you playing her as a bowler? Well, you're not playing her a bowler if she bowled on the 1 over. Get her to open. What you doing? Playing her as a bowler. Get her to open the innings, man. Oh, my Lord. Sharma bowls to Fletcher. Turn this in the air into mid-wicket. The score stays at 103 for 9. As Fletcher clipped that into the onside at the end of over number 26. So West Indies can't even get 101 runs, said Stephen Roach. You typed that too early, Stephen Roach. You saw that shot from Connell just now. Hug up that, Stephen Roach. You typed that too early. You typed that too early, Stephen Roach. Hiding behind the keyboard. Oh, what a shot. Oh, what a shot. Oh, what a shot. Look at those average for the West Indies women. Alleyne 14, Gajnabi 6, Zayda James 6, Fletcher 9, Ramharack 6, Connell 6. Look at those average. Quiana Joseph 8. Bowls to, and she drives outside the half stump, misses, goes through to the keeper. They're going to go for a review, but she's clearly in. So a moment, sir. West Indies only have 3 players averaging over 30 or above. Is it 3? Or is it 2? What's Alleyne Matthews' average? Because I don't think Alleyne Matthews' average. They showed it just now. Was her average over 30? Because I know Stephanie Taylor, and she got back clean. That chart that they showed you just now. Okay, you would have done your research, but I never knew it was 3. Because I think Matthews was in the 20s. Well, then again, that's from memory. Stevens, you rate Ramharack highly. Bowls to Connell, who look to turn this into the onside. That's the end of the match. Stephen Roach said, you rate Ramharack highly, but how many wickets did she get in this series so far? Stephen Roach, that's Stephen Roach. Was it every series that Malcolm Marshall gets a lot of wicket? Was it every series that Ambrose gets a lot of wicket? Was it every series that Walsh gets a lot of wicket? Was it every series that Michael Alleyne gets a lot of wicket? And the list goes on and on and on. You said this series. She's the best off spinner in the world. Jamor Small, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for being here. You know, Manchester United is watching a match, but join us in 2 hours time for the takedown. See you then. Have a wonderful afternoon. Sasha, like on the video on your way out and subscribe as we look to get up to 20,000.